back to my channel, and if you're new here, hello, my name is Shanice. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button and that notification bell so that way you stay notified whenever I upload new videos, and welcome to the family. All right, so I am back for my 6-day work week. Today is, of course, day one. So I was actually awarded a bid that I had, bidded on last night, which is a 4-day trip. So today I am going from DFW to Austin, Austin to Tulsa, and then from Tulsa back to Austin. And that's where I'm staying the night. So on this trip, I am position 1, and I'm actually the most senior out of the flight attendants. So that's a new one for me. I'm going to, enjoy being number 2 for these next 4 days, because I'm already expecting, like, when they add to my trip, it's a 33% chance that they'll either give me position 1 on the 175 or, of course, being, the only flight attendant on the 145. It is currently 5:25 a.m. My trip is at 8:35, so I actually have to sign in by 7:45, an hour prior to departure. So I got here pretty early, only because at this parking lot right now they're going through construction, so you have to get here early enough to be able to find a parking spot and make your sign-in time on time. So I'm just gonna chill here for the next probably hour and a half, and then I'll see you guys on the inside. Sorry for the loud noise. I am by the exit door. Catering is here. So I'm actually here on the plane pretty early. None of my crew is here yet. The last flight just finished deplaning and everything. I just wanted to get here early, do all of my tasks that I need to do as early as possible, so that way I'm able to relax. So catering just left. Both of my pilots is actually just got on board, so only person that's left is my FA1. I would normally show you guys like what I do to set up my galley, but it's only a 41-minute flight. So the type of service I'll be giving is basically like request only. So there's really no need for me to set up my galley because I'll be pouring drinks and everything back here. Today was kind of long, but we got one more flight. About to start boarding our last flight of the day before we end our day in Austin. Here in Austin at the hotel. Today was a very interesting day. Our first flight, which was from DFW to Austin. Quick little flight. When we landed, we was literally waiting around for, I want to say, 30 minutes before they officially gave us a gate, because the original gate, which was gate 24, we were supposed to arrive at that gate. However, there was another plane there. So our captain was, trying to get them to give us a different gate. But they were so, hell-bent on us, arriving at gate 24. Eventually, they had us, go to gate 32. So we finally arrived at a gate. We finally started to deplane everybody. But then there was this lady who was sitting in the back of the plane, which is nearest me. She had ended up dropping one of her earphone pieces. We're helping her try to look for it. We're all, on the floor, like by her seat, looking for this earphone piece. And we cannot find it at all. She's all on the floor, really focused on trying to find it. And it took so long that, like, we literally almost made the next flight, who was taking that plane, late because we wasn't keeping the plane. We, of course, can't just get off the plane and she's still there. Flight attendants have to be the very last people on the plane. All passengers need to get off the plane, and we need to do our post-security checks. Eventually, the gate agent finally came and got the lady, was telling her that she has to get off the plane, basically. We already had to have a 2.5-hour sit in Austin. It honestly helped, eat up a little bit of us just sitting around. Okay, so that was flight 1. That was the fiasco on flight 1. All right, so it's about an hour before departure for our next flight, and we're all at the gate, waiting to get on the plane. So we're standing there looking out the window at the plane, and then we noticed that they had retracted the jet bridge from the plane. So come to find out, the people who guided the plane in had actually guided the plane too far over to where the jet bridge could not, get hooked up properly to the plane. So that was about another 30-minute delay. That just made our second and third flights delayed. So after that, nothing else really, happened. Only thing is, due to that parking issue, our second and our third flight, which our third flight was from Tulsa back to Austin, was delayed. I had just went and got some street tacos from the food truck that is literally like right outside of the hotel. Those was so good. Like, now I want to go to sleep, but it's like 5 something right now, and our van time is at 9 a.m., which is like the first time this month that I am waking up later than like 5 or 4 a.m. in the morning. I plan on just relaxing for the rest of the day and, you know, mentally prepare for tomorrow, which is another 3 flights. Good morning. So today is day 2. So today I have 3 flights again. I go from Austin to Albuquerque, and then from Albuquerque to Rochester, and that's where I'm staying the night. It is around 8:40 right now, so I got 20 minutes to get downstairs because our van time is 9 a.m. I woke up in like such great energy. I can officially say I got, you know, the confirmation yesterday, and I'm officially going mainline. So that was like such a huge blessing to me. Like, I am so happy, I'm so appreciative, I'm so grateful. Of course, I'm not going to say what airline that is, but you know, once I'm with mainline, I'll be able to say my current airline that I'm with right now. What I can say is it is with an airline that I originally withdrew my application with. The only reason I withdrew my application with them originally was because like they literally reached out to me once I was like out on the line with my current airline, and you know, I didn't want to just, you know, go through all that training with one airline and then up and leave them like as soon as I'm out on the line. But since I'm about 5 months in now, I feel like, you know, seeing the fact that they had actually reached back out again, I saw that as my opportunity to just go and, you know, go through with it, because don't miss up the opportunity again. I felt like it was a sign, and obviously it was, because I'm officially going there. Now this is going to be a long journey because we still have to go through background checks and everything and all that jazz, and everybody knows with mainline everything takes a while. It'll be a while before you guys see me in training, but I could not wait to finally say that I'm going mainline. I will always be grateful for the current airline that I'm with, because this was the first airline I've been with as a flight attendant. You know, they basically introduced me to what the life of a flight attendant is. So I got an understanding of what to expect when I go mainline. I'm like 75% ready, but let me go finish packing up and then go downstairs. We also got a new FO because our other FO was only with us for those 3 legs, and then he went back to DFW. All right, so we are currently in Chicago. Earlier I said my location's wrong, so we went from Austin to Albuquerque to Chicago, and then from Chicago we're going to Rochester. We have an hour before departure, 30 minutes before boarding. We've been sitting here about 30 minutes already because we already had an hour and 41 minutes ground sit time. The cleaner's already been here. We just need catering, and then, you know, we're just chilling right now. Here in Rochester, New York. This room is definitely a lot better than the last time I came to New York. I honestly can't remember exactly what part of New York I was in last time, but I definitely like this hotel room a lot better. So there is a couple things that I forgot to mention about yesterday's flights. So yesterday on our last flight of the day was my first time ever seeing people actually sit and wait before all hopping up out of their seat as soon as the seatbelt sign turns off to get off the plane, even though they're just going to be standing there. So yesterday was my first time seeing majority of everybody staying seated until literally it came to their row to basically be able to get up and leave. And that same thing happened on the last flight today. However, on the flip side, all day we was on the same exact plane. We never had to switch aircrafts, but the only issue is our plane had an issue with the AC unit. So before each and every flight, the pilots will restart the engines of the plane so the flight will end up getting hot. So since they had to keep doing that, they would call us to let us know when we could open the door for the deplaning process. Twice, our first and second flights, our pilot would call us And it's like everybody assumed that that was the seatbelt sign turning off, even though if you look up, the seatbelt sign was still on. So everybody would literally get up and try to take their stuff out of the overhead bins. And then my FA1 would like make the announcement basically saying that the seatbelt sign hasn't been turned off, so everything needs to stay in the overhead bins. But while he's saying it, they're still like doing it. And on this trip, I really like my FA1. He is pretty cool. Like, he's funny. We be talking about boys and everything, so he's pretty cool. This trip has been fun so far, honestly. And we got 2 more days left. I'm gonna get out these clothes, relax, and, you know, chill for the rest of the night. So today is day 3. We only have 2 flights today, which is from Washington to DCA, and then from DCA we are going to Augusta, Georgia. Our van time isn't until 10:37 a.m. So I was up, you know, pretty early. I was gonna make some coffee here in my room, but for some reason the coffee machine don't have the coffee holder on it, and it's like missing. So it's like I can't make coffee here. So I decided to go downstairs to try to get some breakfast and get some coffee, but the breakfast isn't like free breakfast. It's, you have to pay for it, and you know, I'm broke. I'm just gonna have to go hungry for right now and wait until I get to the hotel tonight in Georgia. I do have some, you know, food in my lunch bag, but the other issue is there's no microwave here in this room. Luckily, I brought, you know, a Red Bull as like backup, like for an emergency situation. So I got some energy drinks to drink, and we only have 2 flights today, so it'll be a quick day because it's only a 5-hour day. So that's what, probably only 1 or 2 hours per flight. So we'll be able to get through it. All right, so I am here in Augusta. So this room is literally like your little apartment all in one little room, because there's literally your whole kitchen area with a full-size refrigerator, a dishwasher, and there's actual glassware in the cabinets. So yeah, this hotel room is decent. Only thing that's missing is the literal coffee pot for the coffee maker. I've looked everywhere for it and it's not there, so I'm guessing, you know, making coffee for myself in the morning is not gonna happen. But I do have emergency Red Bulls, so it's fine. I still have some energy drinks. Crew scheduling already added to my schedule. So tomorrow, instead of just the 1 flight to Dallas tomorrow, I'm going from here, Augusta, to Dallas, and then Dallas to Springfield, Missouri. And that's where I'm spending the night tomorrow. But you're not going to see that in this video because this is where I'm going to end it. Before I end it, I also wanted to mention one thing that I forgot to mention last night about my flight to Albuquerque. So I noticed something was up, but I didn't, like, it wasn't confirmed until we got to Rochester, because my captain had asked us, like, did you guys notice anything, or did any passengers have questions about what happened when we was landing in Albuquerque? The reason why he asked that was because if, of course, you've ever been on an airplane, you know that after we, you know, get the plane ready for landing, after a while, all of a sudden you'll hear the wheels come out of the airplane. So what happened with that is the wheels came out of the airplane. I could hear that happen, and then all of a sudden I felt us, you know, go up a little bit, but it wasn't like as bad as my close call thing. I was thinking they was doing some type of new maneuver or something. And then that's when I heard the wheel come out again. So I'm like, wait a minute, did I just hear these wheels come out 2 times? Based off of what the captain said, basically what had happened was at the last minute, another plane had landed on the runway without the operations permission. So last minute, they had to basically divert landing and then circle around to come back and be able to land. So of course it was nothing like real scary or anything. It was just, you know, they was just wondering if anybody noticed what happened. That's the end of this video. I will catch you guys in my next video, which will of course be part 2. Like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll catch you guys next time. Bye guys.